Hello.
Yes, sir.
Shall we start?
Yes, sir. You can proceed, sir.
Yeah. Good afternoon, dear participants. Yesterday, we have a detailed discussion about the literature survey and how to use online database, online search engines for finding the literature. As we have seen, the database like Chemical Abstract earlier, Beristin database. Then Google Scholar we have seen. Then we have seen Scopus, Web of Science, Science Direct, these database, then SciFinder and how to use Reaxis for getting the literature, complete literature. But see, finding the literature from single source may not be completed. That's why you have to have use of different kinds of database or search engines for finding 100% literature on this selected topic, and then you will get the idea about the topic, how much depth for that topic. Once the literature collection takes place, then separation of the literature as per the points, subpoints, whatever we have given in the proposal, or now we can have some additional captions or subcaptions may be there. Okay, definitely while going through the literature, complete literature survey by using different kinds of search engines. Once the literature in our hand, then before starting writing, we have to take care about the most important aspect in 21st century, that is plagiarism. Okay, and this plagiarism, as everyone know about the plagiarism, uh, that is plagiarism is the representation of another author's language. Okay, representation of another author's language, thoughts, ideas, or expressions as one's original work. Means see that somebody may have already published somewhere, and just we are taking as it is without changing the language or the grammar as well, or somebody's thoughts or ideas or expressions as it is, and we are considering this is my idea as a original contribution. No, if we have taken as it is without any modifications and without giving credit to them, that becomes the plagiarism. This plagiarism is essentially the imitation of someone else's work. Imitations of someone else's work without giving them their due credit means citations. Okay, or referencing. That is nothing but plagiarism. Then just I'm discussing in short plagiarism because it's a huge topic, and more than 3 hours are required, but within 10 minutes we have to wrap up about the plagiarism. See, what are the examples of plagiarism? What are the examples of plagiarism? Just 1 minute. Yeah, I mentioned that copying someone else's work without citing them properly. That is the example of plagiarism. And second one, paying an external writer or essay mail to write the essay on your behalf. Means if I'm asking some kind of work to other people's on behalf of me, that is also one kind of plagiarism. Or stealing ideas and verbal conversations. Okay, stealing ideas and verbal conversations and presenting them as your own. Is somebody's idea or conversation and just saying that this is my idea or this is my invention. That is plagiarism. And copying data from websites. See, in Corona period, many students are using Wikipedia's definition. Okay, online examination was there. See, means that is one kind of plagiarism. Copying data from website, library books, and other sources verbatim, as it is. Verbatim means as it is, toto, just copy and paste and presenting that this is my contribution. No, it is not our contribution. Just we have copied over here. That is a plagiarism. Then using someone else images, music, videos, and even style of writing in your own work without their explicit permission is a punishable plagiarism. Okay, someone else image without giving credit to them. or figures, music, videos, poems, such kind of things, and saying that this is my one. No, if you are using their contribution, then you have to give, you have to take the permission first, and you have to cite or you have to give reference to that one. That is nothing but the plagiarism. Okay, these are the some kind of examples of plagiarism. Then, what are the types of plagiarism? Okay, see, the first type of plagiarism is a direct plagiarism. Copying someone's work verbatim means as it is word by word, just definition, like definition, without giving credits. That is a direct plagiarism. And many times it has been observed that many times people used to do this kind of practices. And that comes under the category of direct plagiarism. The other type of plagiarism, that is self-plagiarism. Copying or producing an assignment influenced by your own previous work. Okay, own previous work means sometime 2 years before I have published a research article on some X concept. And I'm taking the part from that paper, research article, as it is for today's article. And without giving credit to that particular reference. We are not giving credit to the person, but we are giving credit to the that research article, means citations is important. Copying or producing an assignment influenced by your own work, means our work, previous work. Okay, also called unintentional plagiarism. Unintentional. And intentional is a different one, that is direct. Okay, unintentional plagiarism means just I have copied my contribution, earlier contribution as it is over here. That comes under the category of self-plagiarism. And third one, patchwork plagiarism or mosaic plagiarism. Okay, quoting someone else's work without quotation mark. Means suppose there is a quotation made by the Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar or Mahatma Gandhi or Swami Vivekananda or anyone. Quoting someone else's work without quotation mark or changing the language while keeping the structure same. While changing the language while keeping the structure same. That is called as patchwork plagiarism. Okay, just what we are changing? Language of original work. Language of original work is nothing but mosaic or patchwork plagiarism. Then accidental plagiarism. Accidental. Unintentionally forgetting the to cite the original work, misquotation, etc. Means unintentionally forgotten to cite the original work. That is accidental plagiarism. And last one, outsourcing, paying essay meals, friends, hiring article writers, bloggers to write on your behalf. Okay, just I'm asking to someone, write on behalf of me. No, that is coming under the plagiarism as well, but it is called as outsourcing. Okay, after seeing all these types of plagiarism, and I have a collection of several examples from India also. Several examples. But because of lack of time, but today I am not able to discuss all these examples. But is plagiarism is a crime in India? Yes, it is a crime in India. It is a crime in India, and many people have faced the problem of plagiarism. And because of the plagiarism similarity index, the organization has asked to them to quit the job. Quit the job. Even though some of the examples from Indian universities as well as institutions, many people have faced the problem of plagiarism or similarity index, and they have left the job or they have asked to quit the job. Okay, that's why you have to take care while writing any kind of thing. If you are taking someone else's work, then you have to quote, you have to cite that particular work. Yeah. Then what kind of softwares are used to detect the plagiarism? My dear students, uh, if you prepare your thesis in future, uh, before submission of your thesis to the university, first of all, it should be passed through the plagiarism software, that is a similarity index software. Earlier, it was Turnitin software, and now I think Pune University drill bit software is there. Drill bit, I think so, Pune University. And just we are providing the data to them, and they are finding the similarity index by excluding several things. Okay. that kind of softwares are require some kind of subscription. However, if you are prepared your manuscript as well or some kind of draft, then how will you check whether I have taken from someone else's work without citations? Is there any free softwares? Yes, there are some free softwares. And see here the list of the softwares or the list of the detection tools. That is the plagiarism checker, X Grammarly, Copyscape, Ginger, PlagScan, Plagiarism, Duplichecker, Turnitin, Urkund. Now Urkund has been not there. Authenticate, which is a standard one. Turnitin, Authenticate, CopyLeaks, QuickText, Paperwriter, Plagium, Plagly, and many more are there. These are the tools or softwares to find out the similarity index of our. Okay, and we have to check before submission of our manuscript through this plagiarism softwares. Okay, just we have taken care of all this, and then before starting writing, we should take the care of grammar as well as language, because for writing a review article we are taking from various research articles, because we want to write a review article. That's why the information is not a original contribution, just we are taking from someone else's work. That is very much important thing over here. That's why what kind of grammar and language one has to use, because each and everything is already published. Means you have to use past tense, because this is a review article. Okay, this is a review article. Now, just I want to give some message to you. Write with confidence. Write with confidence. Writing a literature review, you become an ambassador for that subject. Okay, ambassador. Writing a literature review on X topic, XYZ topic. Now, in future, you will be the ambassador for that subject. An author weaving the story. See, the author weaving the story. That's why you should have with full confidence. You no longer summarize the literature, but instead provide reasoning like an expert in the subject. And this is a crucial part. Before starting writing literature review especially, okay, you will be an expert, master in that particular topic. That's why. See, you will become an ambassador for that particular subject. Now you cannot do alone. You cannot do alone. You have to have the participation of other co-authors also. Connect with other authors. I take interest in connecting with the authors of the papers I find interesting. I began to follow their research and scrutinize their choice of projects like that way. Means I should discuss with among all the co-authors as well before starting writing. Then see what kind of draft I have to write. Okay, just I'm not discussing technically, highly technically, purely technically like a chemist. Okay, keep the language simple. Keep the language simple, that your audience are not expertise in the field. Okay, your audience are not expertise in the fields. That's why accordingly you have to manage the language. Okay, use referencing softwares. Correct. Nowadays that kind of facility is there. Mendeley software is there, and many more. You are never going to get the article exactly right on first draft. Okay, when you are preparing the draft, that will not be the final draft. To make life easier, invest time to learn this skill. Means reference management software. Reference management software, you have to learn first this one, and get the outline of the review right. Because we have a literature, we have considered plagiarism, similarity index also, and now we can make the plan properly on paper, and accordingly you can start. Get the outline of the review right. Your review will likely require multiple iterations, means similarity. And a strong outline can make things easier further down the line. Okay, so if you have made a proper plan for writing a review article, and after having a complete understanding, not partial understanding of that particular concept, you will prepare very well. Always try to include the highest quality version of the images. Okay, highest quality version of the images, and always invest time drawing the schematics as best you can. Okay, lastly, take the opportunity of writing a literature review seriously. Okay, huh? Because you got an opportunity. You got an opportunity to write a review article in the subject whatever you have chosen, and and uh, and this will be, you have to take seriously. This is not just an opportunity for you to get an article published, but also to get started with your research. Yes, developing a good understanding of the field you will be working on beforehand expedites your progress immensely. This is very much important. Start writing a literature review seriously because you got an opportunity. Okay. Yeah. So far, we have uh, in short, just within 10 minutes, we have seen the plagiarism because it requires minimum 2 hours to discuss over the issues of similarity index or plagiarism. Okay, and every journal publisher is asking about the similarity index, or first of all, your manuscript will be passed through the similarity index. Okay, my dear students, if you have any doubts so far, queries, just please feel free to write in the question answer box or in the chat box. Yeah, someone has written, it is true that if I run my thesis through any plagiarism checking software, the university's plagiarism system will later show it is plagiarized because it gets stored in their database. Yes. Yeah, you are right. See, we are using a free software, and it may not covers all databases. That is the most important thing. Huh? They are not covering all databases, but authenticate or turn in type plagiarism checkers. Then they are covering all kinds of database, all types of database. Okay, that's a true. That's a true. Okay, yeah. Yeah, is there any other query, suggestions, doubt? Please be ready. Hello? Yeah, do you have anything?
Please continue,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think they may have understand properly. I think so. I think so. They may have understand properly, or other way. The other way they may not have as well. But hope so. Hope so. They have understand properly. Yeah. Somebody. No, sir. Good to go. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now we have done practice. Hmm? We have done practice, and we have taken the care. And now the actual match has been started. Okay, so far we have done practice and practice and practice, and we have taken care of all. Now we have to start preparation of the manuscript. That is how to prepare a review article. Okay, now what you will write first? Title. This is a very much important. See the meaning of title. Okay. Many times I heard that in Marathi त्यात काय असतं? No, that is the main thing. Title is the main thing. See how it is the main. Title helps reader to decide whether they should read the text or not. Straight away. Huh? Readers to decide whether they should read the text or not. That's why title should be catchy, and it should not be in the form of sentence. It should not be in the form of sentence. Okay. And at the end of the title, it should not contain any kind of full stop. That is the technical things is there. The title should be concise and accurately reflect the content of your manuscript. That's why first you write the title, or after writing the manuscript, you can prepare suitable title. Both way. If you are so expert, then start with writing the title, or otherwise start preparation of manuscript and then write the title. Title is the key point of entry for readers, abstracting services and search engines also. Okay, that's why title is important, and title should be informative, attract as many readers as possible to the work, and avoid acronyms and abbreviations if possible. In the title, there should not be any kind of abbreviations. Okay, abbreviations. It should be in the full form. You can use abbreviations in the remaining manuscript, but in the title, avoid the abbreviations. Avoid the abbreviations. And the title, the first letters of all words except coordinating, conjunctions, articles, and preparation should be capitalized. It depends. It depends upon the journal instructions to authors you have to follow. Don't write chemical formula in the title. Okay, they may complicate retrieval of your article by search engines. That's why you should not write some formula in the title of your review article as well. See, it means that the title should be correctly written, properly written, by taking care of the instructions to authors of that particular journal. Okay. Then what we have to write? Authors. See, most important thing. Okay, authorship, order of authors, and affiliation. In short, over here, the peoples, those who are contributing directly, you have to put their names only. Okay. And while putting the names, you have to maintain the order of authors. Means the first author maybe has taken the most of the initiatives part, as well as the written the manuscript. Okay, maximum contribution goes to the first author as well as the corresponding author. Sometimes corresponding author may be the first. Uh, some of the researchers, they are doing like that way. As they are saying that this is my idea, that's why I should be the first author. See, sometimes I want to tell you, sometimes first two authors, means A and B author, they may have equally contributed. Then accordingly, you can make the asterisks. Both author A and author B have equally contributed or equal contribution. Okay. And then remaining authors along with affiliations A, B, C, D, E, affiliation you can mention, write complete address. Complete address means the department, name of the institutions, then the place with pin code, state as well as country you can write. Authorship is listed with the full given name and surname of each author. That is important. And asterisk to indicate each corresponding author. Okay. There should be one corresponding author minimum. There may be 4, 5, 6, 7 corresponding authors. It depend upon the depth of the work. Okay. Then the address field contains the names of all the authors, the complete postal address, and academic or institutional email addresses of the corresponding author. For the non-corresponding author, only the address of their academic institution or company is required, not email IDs. Not email IDs. Only email ID of corresponding author is required. And here, if you want to put some dedication line, then you can make asterisks and can include over there to whom you want to dedicate your article. Accordingly, a dedication line can be included, which should be used to acknowledge noteworthy occasions or people. Noteworthy occasions or peoples. Like that way. Okay, these things, authorship is a very much important. First, we have seen the title, and second one is authorship. Yeah. Do you have any doubts, queries, student participants, regarding the authorship? Yeah, you can write in the chat box or in question answer part. Do you understand? Yeah. Do you have any doubts, queries, or shall we forward? Okay. Means I think participants, students, they may don't have any kind of query. I think they have understand fully to whom to give authorship. Okay, again, there is some separate part is there. Whom to give authorship? Huh? See, those who are contributing directly, you have to give authorship. Otherwise, you should not give authorship also. Yeah. Does the first author have a more importance? Yes. See, as I'm working in academia, and while promotion, the institution, sorry, the government is asking about the API, academic performance indicator. See, the weightage to first author goes approximately 70%. 70%. And remaining authors comes under the category of 30%. First author and corresponding author, 70%. If the single author is there, then 100%. Then 100%. And now you might have observed that now the new posts uh, have been advertised in the last months of Maharashtra universities. Some of the participants, they may have applied, and you may have observed that ATR, that is academic teaching research performance. In that case, first author and corresponding author, zero point 0.5 mark they have given. And remaining authors, within remaining authors, zero point 0.5 marks. Means if suppose remaining authors are 5, then 0.5 divided by 5, it will become 0.1. That way. Rules, rules are changing day by day. That's why the first author is having a full credit, or more important, it is a more important. Yes. Then, yeah, uh, yeah. Any other question? Yeah, very nice question. Any other? Yeah, you can ask meantime. You can write in the chat box also. Now, after having the authorship, then we have to write the abstract. Abstract of our review article. Abstract present the motivation. Abstract presents the motivation of the work. Okay. And it should reflect the content of the paper. That's why while preparation of abstract of either research article or review article, you have to take care. Because it reflects the content of the paper, and the text should contain several keywords to aid retrieval of the paper online. Means whatever keywords we are using for writing a review article, you have to have include all those over here. Means accordingly you can make the sentence over there. Okay, that's why. Sorry. Yeah, how can we ensure that both authors get equal credits in case of equal contribution? Yes. Yeah, very nice question again. Some Sejal Yadav asked this question. See, first author and second author, as per the rule, 70% credit goes to first author. Okay. But if both first and second author contributed equally, आता दोघांचे नाव तर पहिल्यांदाच लिहू शकत नाही आपण. That's why you can make some special asterisks on their names, and at the footnote you can mention both authors are equally contributed. Both authors are equally contributed. Accordingly, you can mention over there. Okay, this is your question, answer of your question. Yeah, I think you may got it. Yeah. See, abstract, as I said that it reflects the content of the paper, and the text should contain several keywords. And it must not contain any kind of graphics, because abstract is different than graphical abstract. Abstract is different than graphical abstract. It should not contain any kind of images. Compound numbers. Okay, rather than giving compound numbers, you can give the names of the compound or reference. You should not put any kind of reference in the abstract, as the abstract will be searchable independently from the rest of the manuscript. That's why you should not give the numbers or any images or figures over there in the abstract. And it should be easily accessible and keep abbreviations to a minimum. If you want to mention abbreviation, you can put in the bracket, but you should not probably you want to give full form for that abbreviation. Okay, then should not be longer than a maximum of 250 words or 300 words. It depends upon the journal. That's why my suggestion is that first of all, you have to follow instructions to authors. Instructions to authors. Then only you can understand how to write the manuscript. Okay, how to write the manuscript. That is most important thing. Okay, then the abstract should be clear, concise, one paragraph synopsis placed directly after the title and author information. Abstract should not have many paragraphs. Okay, one single paragraph. If you go through the standard journals, only one paragraph is there. That is the abstract. Okay. See, somebody may have asked the question. Just meantime, I will see. Chat box. Yeah, chat box is open. Yeah, you can write in the chat box rather than writing in the question answer part section, because it will be difficult for me also. Chat box I can see easily. Okay, as I said that the abstract should be clear, concise, one paragraph synopsis placed directly after the title and author information, means affiliations. And abstract should indicate the subject and scope of the review. Okay, as we are writing the review, subject and scope of the review, listing the major topics covered, as well, uh, see, as well as the overall objectives, whatever objectives you have made before starting writing this particular abstract. Okay. Once you have written the abstract, then table of contents or index, because our review article contains several captions, subcaptions, or points, subpoints are there. Okay. That's why you have to view table of contents over there, or index, one can call it. A table of contents for the entire manuscript is required. Why it is required? Just I will tell you. Table of contents for the entire manuscript is required because we have made some subsections also. Means main divisions and subdivisions must use the following designation. That is 1, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 2, 2.1, like that way, etc. Okay. See, 1 means introduction, like that way. 2 means results and discussion, like manuscript we are writing. Okay, the table of content should reflect the first two divisions. First two divisions means 1, 1.1, 2, and may list the third subdivision also. It depends. It depends. Third division, that is a 1.1.1 or 1.1.2. If such sections of the manuscript are lengthy and not too numerous. Okay, that's why while making the subsections, you have to take the care of these points. And entries in the table of contents. See, this is a very much important. While reviewing many papers, I think so far I have reviewed many research articles. Sometimes I have seen whatever table of contents, the numbers given may not be same in the remaining body. That is a text. Entries in the table of contents should be identical to those in the body of the article or review article. Okay, that's why you have to take care about this table of contents as well. Then we have to start writing the introduction part. Introduction of our review article. Okay, see, introduction of research article is different, because there are very few references and in sentence we are writing over here. But introduction of review article is somewhat different. What it contains, or what things it should contain. Okay, a concise definition of a topic under consideration. See, Introduction is nothing but a concise definition of a topic under consideration. Why you have chosen this particular topic, as well as the scope of the related literature being investigated. Okay, it should be written in the introduction. And the introduction should also note intentional exclusions. What things we have incorporated over here. And the another purpose of the introduction is to state the general findings of the review and comment on the availability of sources in the subject area. Okay. See, means what kind of findings you want to cover in the review article. It should be reflected in the introduction part. Then the introduction should be effective and have some background, because the introduction is a motivation of review article. It is a motivation of a review article. And you have to mention over here what is the significance of this particular review article. Okay, my dear friends, while writing the introduction of review article, many questions may have in your mind, because as each and everything content we are taking from the published research article. No doubt those published research articles may help in writing your main body of the review article. But prior to that, while writing the introduction part, you have to give why you have chosen this particular topic and what is the significance of this particular topic. And it may contain some paragraphs also, and there should be some connectivity in the paragraphs. Many paragraphs are there. And it reflects that how you may have organized your further text. Okay, how may you have organized further text. Now, introduction, it should be 5 to 10% of the core text. Keep in mind, 5 to 10% of the core text. Core text means introduction, body, and conclusion, not references, not acknowledgement section, not abbreviations. See, only introduction, body, and conclusion. Okay, not acknowledgement and references section. If this part is approximately 100 pages, your introduction should be approximately 5 to 6, 7 pages only, not more than that. Just in introduction, what you are writing, why you have chosen this particular topic, what is the significance, and why there is a need of writing this particular review article on this topic. And it should be 5 to 10% of the core text. That core text is nothing but introduction, body, and conclusion. Okay. Then, yeah, students, participants, if you have any doubts, queries, because we are going to next point. Yeah, some question is there. Sir, many times our research guide is our corresponding author. Then which position I choose? Then either second or any other. Yeah, good question. And here, yeah, Sayyed participant is there. It is not the question of yourself, Sayyed. Sumaira, Sumeya. Okay, this is not the question of yourself, but this is the question of many students. Okay, see, the role of corresponding author is very much important. At the end, I will tell you who will be the corresponding author, and what is the exact meaning of the corresponding author. For the sake of this question, just I want to give answer. At any place, if you are putting the name of the corresponding author, the weightage will go to them. If in the API, 70%. Definitely. Okay, 70% weightage. Wherever, either second author, third author, fourth author, or 100th author. No issue. The weightage will go to 70%. First author and corresponding author, the position doesn't matter. The position doesn't matter. At any place, you can keep the name of the corresponding author, your research supervisor. Sometimes corresponding authors may be more than one. More than one, sometimes two or corresponding three or corresponding authors are there. It depends upon what kind of manuscript you have written. Okay, how much support you have taken. That is very much important. Okay, do you got answer of your question? Sayyad? Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, your big problem is solved. Huh? It is not your problem, but it is the problem of several authors. Several authors. Okay. Okay, let it be. Now, as we have seen introduction, now we will start writing main body or main text of our review article. Okay, of our review article. See, how to organize this main body, because this is the heart. This is the heart of our review article. There are many ways to organize the evaluation of the sources, because whatever literature we have done on this selected topic, you have to incorporate all those things over here, main body, main text. And there could be several ways, either from the discovery to till today, or as per the points, subpoints we have given, that is a caption, sub captions, means there can have a different kinds of strategies one can apply over here. Chronological and thematic approaches are each useful examples, means as per the themes, uh, or as per the chronology, okay, or as per the discovery of the that particular items. You can manage the main body. Okay, this is the one thing. Many times this question may be asked. Second one, each work should be critically summarized, not copy and paste only. Each work should be critically summarized and evaluated for its premise, methodology, and conclusion. Means if we have taken somebody's work, suppose, just I can take the name of the coordinator, Dr. T.B. Pawar. Okay, Pawar sir has reported sometimes long back, suppose 5 years before, and you want to cite his reference, cite his work. Pawar and co-workers reported so and so, so and so things. Whatever concept may be there. Accordingly, means, and again, you have to give the credit to them. It is an important to address inconsistencies, omissions, and errors, as it is to identify accuracy, depth, and relevance. That's why, see, while writing the main body, you have to take care of lot, not only text, but also grammar, paragraph, languages, everything. Okay, use logical corrections and transitions to connect sources. Use logical connections and transitions to connect the different kinds of sources. That's why understanding of the content taken from the different research articles is important as per the points and subpoints. This is very much important. Then only you are able to write this particular main body. Okay, otherwise it will be difficult task. Yeah. Then another question, can you also explain the ital meaning, as we are talking about it, we understand it's the designation of all authors. Uh, Means, see, many times, uh, many times co-workers is written, many times ital. Uh, Ital. It means that others. Okay, Pawar and others, like it all means co-authors. That's why we can write it all. We can write co-authors, or we can also write Pawar's research group discussed. Okay, Uh, or if two authors are there, or one single author is there, many times, this is the big question. If a single author, you can directly mention Pawar explained. Okay. or two authors are there. Suppose Pawar and Chobe. Okay, only two authors in that particular manuscript from where we have taken. You have to put both names, Pawar and Chobe explained. And if many names are there, many names, that's why etal or co-authors, Pawar and co-authors. Then many times the mistakes we are doing. Very beautiful question. Many times we are making the mistake. We are choosing simple surname from the author list. Simple surname for writing purpose. No, that is wrong. Always you have to take the surname of first author because it starts from first author. You should not take the name of corresponding author even though he is the corresponding author. Okay, that's why first author, Pawar Itan, Pawar and co-workers, like that way. Or the student, just see, Joshi, Joshi and co-workers, explain so and so, or prepared or reported so and so. Yeah, now you got it. Yeah, I think the participants may have received an answer correctly. I think so. Okay. Yeah. Now see over here, we can manage the text. We can manage the text as per the points, subpoints, everything we should. But tables, what about tables? See, the tables are numbered consecutively with Arabic numerals. Arabic numerals. Table 1.1. Sorry, table 1, not 1.1. Table 1 and then write caption. Many times the question may be there. That's why pre-PhD course is important. The caption or table number 1, whether we have to put above the table or below the table. This is about table. What about figures? What about images? What about equations? What about schemes? Several questions are there. That's why see, tables are numbered consecutively with Arabic numerals and the title should immediately follow the table number at the head of the table. Head of the table, table 1, some description will be there. And the table number 1 should be cited in the manuscript. That's why see the next point. Table should appear within the manuscript when mentioned and should not be grouped at the end. Okay, in earlier days, the journals are asking separately, you have to provide tables, figures, images. Nowadays also there. But you have to mention over there the table and all. Okay. Who can see your messages recording on? No. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, there is no any question. I thought there is a question. Yeah. Now I think you may got it. How to mention the tables. See, these things are very much useful for your entire career. Now figures. Similarly, figures should be numbered consecutively with Arabic numerals. Figure number 1. Then captions for figures should follow on the same line as the figure number and should be placed under the figure. Table above the table. Here, figure below the figure. Okay, figure 1, the description. And figure should appear within the manuscript when mentioned and should not be grouped at the end. Within the manuscript. Some of the journals, no doubt, they are asking at the end. But see, below the figure, you have to give caption and figure number. Now, we have seen for table, for figures, now equations. Okay. Chemical and mathematical equations are denoted by Arabic numerals in parentheses at the right side. Means equation number 1, 2, 3 and should be numbered consecutively. Should be numbered consecutively. 1, 2, 3. Don't start again 1, 2, 3. Okay. No repetitions of table number, figure number or equation number. Mathematical equations must be typed and should be presented in the proper type style. Means whatever type style is there. Then many times it has been observed that the nomenclature of the compounds or molecules or the species, if the participants belongs to chemical sciences or biological sciences. Okay, sir, can we give the information of font size of title or subheadings at the end of this session, please? Okay, just you can remind me. You can remind. Not if not today, at the last session. Okay. See, sometimes nomenclature should conform to current American usage. See, the chemistry peoples, they have to give as per the names of IUPAC, or the biological species, the names as per IUBMB. You have to give names over there. Then, then after finding the nomenclature, in short, just I'm giving main body, main text, in short, caption wise, headings, subheadings or subcaptions, which reflects organization of the manuscript, which reflects how you have organized the manuscript. That's why captions, subcaptions are required. Then, while writing as per the captions, subcaptions, we have to make some paragraphs. And if similar type of findings are there, exactly similar type of findings are there, you have to write in the same paragraph. Okay, or several findings in the single paragraph also. Okay, it depends how much text you want to incorporate over there as per the standard of the journals. That is very much important. Several findings in the same paragraph. Okay, then link the tense. Means link and tense is important. Link means first paragraph should be linked, interlinked to the second paragraph. Just somewhat connection. That's why complete understanding of the text is very much important. Complete understanding. Then only you are able. See, many times I have observed that many people have written or published review articles, but they don't know ABCD of that. Okay, I'm asking the questions to the that particular candidate. Yeah, you have published a so and so review articles. Can you explain within 5 minutes what is there in that particular review article? Or if the candidate has published one book chapter, then also I'm asking, yes, what it contains, that book chapter. See, understanding is important. Number is not matter. Okay, but understanding is matters. See, link, it should be interlinked. And tense, usually as we are writing review article, means past tense we have to use, or present past tense, because each and everything is already published somewhere, and just we are taking the work already published work. That's why past tense is acceptable. Then whatever text we are putting in the main body, you have to use citations. You have to cite. Okay, because that particular text we have taken from somewhere's text. That's why complete citation is required. Okay, and it should be 70 to 90% of the core text. Because it is the main body, it should be 70 to 90% of the core text. Means introduction, main body, and conclusion part. Means as we have considered, our review article is of 100 pages. Excluding references and acknowledgement, means you can have a maintain 80 to 85 pages goes to this main body. Okay, then question may arises where we have to put our contribution, because of our contribution, that journal has given an opportunity to us to write the review article. Okay, to write the review article. Then see, many times, many researchers, they are asking this question, sir, कहाँ पे हमारा contribution डालना है? Either at the initial or at the last. Either I should be opening batsman or I should be the 11th batsman. Many questions like that way. No, you have to write your contribution as per the points, sub points you have mentioned over here. Okay, many times the points, sub points may be changed after review process. Okay, then accordingly you have to write your contribution over there. Okay. Once you have done this one, then main body we have written. Yeah. You have any queries, doubts regarding these points? Because we have discussed about the main text body, tables, figures, equations, images, nomenclature, and I have summarized through over here what is the significance of captions, subcaptions, or headings, subheadings, and we have to write several findings in a single paragraph or same paragraph, and how to maintain the tense as well as how to cite it, and the weightage given to the main body, it is approximately 70 to 90%, and we have discussed about the our contribution. Yeah. Participants, if you have any doubts, queries, just write in the text box, chat box. Accordingly, I will take those questions, because at the end it may be difficult. At the end, it may be difficult to give answers of all the questions. That's why meantime you can write. Then the section comes like a conclusion, a summary, or future perspectives. It depends upon the journal. That's why you have to see instructions to authors first, how to write the conclusion, and it should not be exactly same to same like abstract, means total abstract. See, the conclusion summarizes the key findings of the review in general terms. Key findings of the review in general terms, as well as the notable uh, commonalities between works, whether favorable or not, may be included here. Okay, see, in summary, conclusion, or future perspectives, it depends. You have to give the most important findings from that review article in conclusion section, and this section is the reviewer's opportunity. Okay, reviewer's opportunity to justify a research proposal. Therefore, the idea should be clearly restated and supported according to the findings of the review. According to the findings of the review. That's why this section, see what a reviewer will read. First, reviewer will see abstract and conclusion part. Whether it is a different or similar, first of all, the reviewer will check. Then accordingly, the reviewer will decide whether they have to go thoroughly your idea you have to mention over here in conclusion or summary section. And your summary should highlight the answer of the research question said in the introduction. Answer the research questions said in the introduction part. Accordingly, you have to write, as well as identification of unresolved questions. Identification of unresolved questions. Okay, what kind of scope is there? That's why future perspectives. Future perspectives is there. Okay. And finally, C, it should be 5 to 10% of the core, not exactly 10%, but less than 5%. Or single page also sometimes is acceptable along with some images. Okay, C means this is these parts means abstract, introduction, main body, and conclusion. These four parts are totally technical part, and you have to write a critically, seriously, and along with analysis. Okay, and you have to conclude properly along with give some future perspectives or future directions, or as well as the future scope of this particular topic. Accordingly, you can mention it. Okay, then acknowledgement section. Acknowledgement. See, there is a big question mark. Somewhere, somebody has asked me the question, sir, why I should acknowledge to someone? Okay, why I should acknowledge to someone? See, and whom to acknowledge and whom not to acknowledge. Hmm? In Marathi, we can call it कोणाचे आभार मानायचे आणि कोणाचे आभार मानायचे नाही. बरोबर आहे? See, whom to acknowledge and whom not to acknowledge. Just a minute. Just I want to check the network. Oh, just I have to do. Oh. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Just,
You're
just,
audible,
just,
sir.
yeah, just 1 minute because I think network issue may be there. Network problem, and it should not become. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. See here, the acknowledgement section. Uh, See, most academic papers have many people who have helped in some way in the preparation of the written version of the research. Okay. See, sometimes somebody may have helped you. You can acknowledge them. Okay. And this could be someone from a sponsoring institution, a funding body, uh, or other researchers, or even family, friends, or colleagues who have helped in the preparation of that particular manuscript. We can acknowledge them. And these people need to be mentioned in the acknowledgement section of the paper, as well as funding organization, program, grant number. See, if a research scholar, some XYZ research scholar, uh, ABC, XYZ, would like to acknowledge, see, XYZ highly acknowledges the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, New Delhi, for financial support in the form of research fellowship. Okay, accordingly, you can acknowledge. Or if corresponding author may have some research grants from UGC, CSR, DBT, DST, ICMR, ICSSR, or your university or your institution. Accordingly, you can thanks to that particular organization for giving financial support in the form of research project number as well, you can mention over there. Okay, like this way you can acknowledge them. Okay, yeah, uh, I think, yeah. Do you have any queries, doubt over here up to this point? Yeah. Or meantime, we will discuss whom to acknowledge and whom not to acknowledge quickly. See, other authors or contributors is co-authors. I have seen some papers, but I am not disclosing those papers. Okay, I have a collection of those 10 to 15 research articles published by the researchers. They have acknowledged to the co-authors as well in the acknowledgement section, as even though they are the co-authors. Okay, it should not be. See, it is not common practice to the lead paper writer to acknowledge the other authors, direct contributors to the paper. Only those who are not recognized as authors may be thanked and acknowledged. Means they are those who have not contributed directly, and if you want to acknowledge them, you can acknowledge. However, if someone is a co-author, you should not acknowledge them. Okay, how corresponding author can acknowledge to the co-authors? Okay, a research scholar can acknowledge to the institution. The research scholar can acknowledge to the funding agency. Okay, but research scholar cannot acknowledge to the remaining co-authors. Okay, that is the point. As well as authors are also not allowed to thank reviewers personally because they are the examiners or those who inspire them but cannot directly receive their appreciation, although reviewers can be thanked if they are kept anonymous. But actually, it should not be. It should not be. Okay, that's why you should not acknowledge to the reviewers also. Okay, and finally, you can acknowledge to the family members and friends also, but limited, not all, like acknowledgement of thesis. It may be 3 to 4 pages. Okay. Unlike university manuscripts, journal manuscript should not include help and guidance from should not include help and guidance from family and friends. Okay, but you can say thanks to your family members. Okay, like this way we can acknowledge to someone, and we should not acknowledge to the co-authors. Sir, for chemistry students, we take characterization from other university of same institutions. Still, we acknowledge them. It depends upon you. It depends upon you. See, if they are the co-authors, then you should not acknowledge. If they have provided service to you, and it depends upon you again, you can acknowledge. Because on record, I'm saying, if you have paid some money to them, and they have provided you data, then it's my personal view. Why I should acknowledge them? Why I should acknowledge them? Because they are a service, not a support. Service. Okay. If they have not taken the money, then you can acknowledge them. Okay. Do you got it, Sayyad? Yeah. Yeah. Other participants, if you have any query related to main body, okay, main text, conclusion, acknowledgement section, you can write in the question chat box. Okay, is it clear now? Understand? Okay, do you understand? Okay, okay. Yeah, later on also I can see. Now, next point, abbreviations. See, many times as we are writing a new article, we use repetitions of some of the big names, and we used to use abbreviations, that is initials. We can have a smallest form, we can call it that shortened form. Abbreviations are shortened form of words and phrases and are common occurrence in research manuscript, as they can help make highly complex technical writing more concise and easier to read. Okay, as abbreviation is the shortest form, you can give the least abbreviations at the after the acknowledgement section. Okay. However, they can also cause a lot of confusion and make communication unclear if they are not used with caution. Okay, you have to give full form carefully as per your the text, because one abbreviation may have a several meanings. One abbreviation may have a several meanings also. Okay, that's why you have to write carefully. Now, okay, we have written the abbreviations. Now, reference sections. Okay, references can be managed as per the journal style. Journal style. See, ACS, RESC, Springer Nature, Bentham, then IEEE, they have different styles. Not only publishers, but journals also. Within the publishers, they may have a different reference style is there. Okay. A literature review must contain complete and correct citations for every source. This is a very much important, because we are writing review article. In the web edition, references will be linked to other electronic sources. Okay, and the accuracy of the references is critical and is the responsibility of the authors. It is the sole responsibility. No reference to unpublished results are allowed. Means unpublished results. Don't put. In earlier days, people used to do, but now it has been stopped totally. And now the PhD thesis references is also not allowed. Not allowed. Many journals, they are not asked. But citation of manuscript that have been submitted or accepted for publication and have not yet appeared is acceptable with the expectation that a full reference will be available before the galley proof stage. See, you can mention about the submitted or accepted manuscript. But before publication of your article, it should have some kind of full reference. Full reference. Those references you can include over here and as per the journal style. However, such citations must be removed if the work has not been published or accepted for publication by the time the final version of the manuscript is submitted. Don't take such kind of references. Just remove those references. And I think in this pre-PhD coursework, somebody, I don't know exactly, but reference management software, the training on that reference management software may be covered. Okay, and somebody may have raised the question how to manage the references section. Okay, there are some softwares are there, like a Mendeley software, and you should know about how to handle this Mendeley software. Or EndNote or footnote was there in earlier days, but till today I used to do manually because I believe on manual. And it takes time, no doubt. But if you have prepared the references in Mendeley, then it will be easy. Now Zotero software is also there. Zotero, it is again a reference management software. Okay, or some RefWorks software is also there. Such kind of softwares are there to manage references. Now, we have made our manuscript, complete manuscript, including references. Then biography of the authors. Author or authors, depends. That is a brief resume along with the recent photographs. Recent photographs. You have to put over there biography. Many journals, they are asking biographies. Okay. And later on, table of content graphic, that is a graphical abstract. Okay. Graphical abstract is also required. Every manuscript must include a table of contents, that is a graphical abstract on the last page. Sometimes they are asking on the front page also. Okay. Means in one image, you can cover all content. You can cover. Means from that image or graphic, somebody can think about the remaining part. The TOC graphic must be entirely original. Entirely original. Okay. Unpublished artwork created by one of the co-authors, including any background photographs and clip art content in the image. Also, because of its highly visible nature, care should be taken to ensure that the content of the table of graphic is appreciated. Okay, means graphical abstract is also required. Now, yeah. Now we have prepared our manuscript very well. Then what we have to do next? Now I can take the questions on the preparation of manuscript. You can write in the chat box. Okay. If you have any question, you can write in the chat box because now our manuscript is ready. Okay. Our manuscript is ready. We have prepared the manuscript. We have undertaken the care of each and everything, each and every steps we have followed. Okay. And don't consider that within a night I will prepare a review article. Don't consider. Okay. It may take lot of time. Okay. Now we have prepared our manuscript. We have either stored in the desktop, laptop, or we have taken the printout. And go thoroughly. Ask to your co-authors, supervisors, all the co-authors to go through technically, typographically, grammatically, everything. Okay. And ask them to have regarding the corrections. It may be technical corrections. It may be typographical. It may be others also. Okay, grammatical as well. Okay, or whatever contents we have given over there, sometimes the place of the content may be wrong. Accordingly, you can manage the content. Yes, you are written nicely. Okay. Samadhan. Yeah, first draft to close reading and proofreading. Yes. Several times. Several times. Again and again and again and again. Okay. And find that whether you are incorporated all the literature with cross-referencing. Okay, now our manuscript is ready and we have gone thoroughly several times. We have made the corrections manually on paper or in the soft version as well many times. And now our manuscript may be ready. But what is remaining? Again, you have to prepare the cover letter. This is the manuscript only. We have to prepare the cover letter and we know very well how to prepare the cover letter. Cover letter must accompany every manuscript submission that you know. During the submission process, you may type it or paste it into the submission system. Some of the journals, they are asking paste it or attach it. And we know very well what things we have to mention in the cover letter. Means just highlights of the manuscript along with while submission of the manuscript in earlier days in the cover letter, the journal is asking the reviewers also. But now separate part is there through online system, separate list of the reviewers along with their names, email IDs and institutional names. Okay, authors are encouraged to avoid suggesting reviewers from the author's institution. See, even though you are doing online submission, don't put your colleague's name as a reviewer. Okay, even though many times I have received the articles from my friends also, then I have denied to evaluate their articles. I have denied because I have to maintain the ethics. Okay, do not suggest reviewers who may have a real or perceived conflict of interest. That's why. Okay, sometimes the reviewers may have some conflict of interest. Now we have prepared cover letter along with the graphical abstract as well as the main manuscript. Now our manuscript is ready for online submission. Our manuscript is ready for online submission. But what care one has to take before online submission? Before, no doubt we have done the corrections for several times. But before submission, your review article, what things we have to do? Complete this checklist before you submit your review article. This is the checklist. Okay, checklist. See, as like when we are traveling at some place, even though at the last moment we are checking whether we have taken the tickets, okay, whether we have taken the identity proof, whether we have some what do we call luggage which contains each and everything, like that way. Okay, you have to do first checklist. Have you checked the journal's aims and scope? That's why instructions to authors is important. And whether your prepared review article is suitable for that one or not. Have you defined the scope of your article in the introduction part? Yes. Did you use multiple search engines to find the sources to evaluate? Yes, we have used a multiple, even though all search engines, you will not get 100% literature. Sometimes something may be missing. Have you written a descriptive title and abstract using keywords? These things you have to find out. Did you start with an overview of the topic? Have you presented a critical discussion, means critical analysis? Have you included future suggestions for research in your conclusion, means on this particular review article? And have you asked friends to do a final spell and grammar check? Okay, don't consider that you are highly expert. That's why take the help of co-authors, not only co-authors, but help of some other peoples also for spelling check, grammar check, technical typo. Okay, you can take the advice from them, and you can resolve the many questions also. Yeah. What is the subtitle of manuscript? See, that's why once we have finalized the title, sub points amongst that particular manuscript, somebody has asked this question, Shivani. Okay, we may have some points, sub points are there. Okay, captions, sub captions. Okay, like that way. Now, yes, we have gone through. These are checklist also. Then, then see over here. Now, we are ready. We are ready for online submission. In earlier days, a lot of difficulties was there. Lot of internet distractions was there. Yeah, somebody, Joshi Mugda. We have to check for plagiarism score. Like you mentioned, sir, in the beginning about the accidental instance, where we can check the plagiarism score online, and is it free? Yes. Yes, I like such type of questions. Okay. Okay, see. No doubt, first you have checked with free software. Free software. Okay, and your similarity index may be below 7 or 5%. And if you are checked with a standard plagiarism softwares, that is authenticate Turnitin, and you may get shocked. Similarity index maybe 30% or 40%. See, from here means you should have some authentic similar plagiarism software should be there. And institutions, big institutions, they have such kind of subscription-based softwares are there, subscription-based. No doubt, after preparation of your manuscript, like checklist, you have to check for plagiarism also. That practice I used to do regularly. With my resources. Okay, with my resources. Okay, whatever free softwares. First of all, I'm using those free softwares. Then I'm using this subscription-based softwares, because after writing one paragraph, just I have to check it. I have to check it. Okay, whether I have written the same somewhere, whether it is available or not, because whether it is a similar to earlier written, and if you have done such kind of practice, it will be more easy. Once you have written full manuscript, then you have to send to someone, and it may be have a difficult task. That's why. See, yeah, from here, yes, the institution, those who are having the software, then accordingly you can take the benefit of that one. Yeah. Do you got the answer, Joshi? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now, now we are ready for submission of manuscript, as I already shown. Just we have submitted through online portal. As per the online portal, first we have to you have to insert title of the manuscript, then abstract, then keywords, then names of the authors along with their institutional names, mail IDs. Then you can upload the manuscript along with a cover letter. Okay, cover letter, manuscript, upload, make a PDF, means that journal will make the PDF. Then you can view the PDF, means submitted manuscript. You can view, and if it is appeared properly, then just check whether some wrong is there, means mistakes are there. Again, you can modify in your Word file, remove from that submitted manuscript. Then again, you can upload your Word file, and then after uploading Word file, you may have that PDF built up, and you can check once again and approve the submission. Approve the submission. Once you have approved the submission, approve the submission, then then they will ask you whether you are approving the submission, yes or no. If yes, then it will be submitted, and you can check through main menu also. Main menu. Okay, now we have submitted our manuscript to this journal. Then what could be the next? First of all, it will be checked by the technicals. For technical check, once it is passed, then it will go to the editor. It will go to the editor. And if editor finds the submitted review article is not suitable for that particular journal, see, after spending lot of time, even though our proposal was accepted, acceptance of proposal may not have a guarantee of acceptance of your full manuscript. See, such kind of cases happens approximately 80%. Even though proposals was accepted, 80% rejection is there. Okay, editor will see your submitted manuscript is not suitable for so and so journal. Similar type of mail will be sent to the corresponding author. Corresponding author will receive such kind of mail within 2 to 3 days. Okay, within next 2 to 3 days only. Then, if see our efforts, whatever efforts we have taken, then what we have to do next if our submitted manuscript is rejected? This is the one thing. Another thing, even though the editor has sent our manuscript to the reviewer. ओके, आज आपण इथपर्यंतच बघणार आहोत आणि तुमचे क्वेश्चन आन्सर घेणार आहे. ओके, if editor feels your submitted manuscript can be sent to the reviewer, maybe 3 reviewers, 4 reviewers, 5 reviewers, it depends. Then after receiving comments from the reviewers, see, out of 3 reviewers, first reviewer says that rejected, second reviewer says major revision, and third reviewer says maybe major revision or rejected. Then editor can take the decision, editor can reject it. This is the one thing. Second thing, first reviewer rejected, second reviewer major revision, and third reviewer maybe minor revision. Then editor can take the decision. Editor will see what kind of critical comments made by the reviewers. Again, if editor has been rejected your manuscript, or the reviewer says the submitted manuscript is not suitable as per the standards of the so and so journal, if rejected, what we have to do next? आपण तयार केलेली मॅन्युस्क्रिप्ट सबमिट केल्यानंतर ती जर रिजेक्ट झाली तर पुढे काय करावं लागेल? What we have to do next? Do you have any answer? What kind of answers do you have? Yeah, your chat box is open. What could be the answer if it is rejected? Yeah. Should we check AI report? Oh, work on these suggestions. Yes. Work on the remarks and submit to another journal. Good. Yeah. I don't understand. Should we check AI report? The AI cannot give each and everything. And nowadays, the standard journals, they are asking if the manuscript is prepared through Chat GPT and AI, it will not be accepted. We'll make corrections and again submit. As per the review, we should work on and make necessary changes. Yes, correct. Yeah. Uh, See here, just a flow chart is there. I have made this flow chart. There are several ways. There are several ways. See, choice that can be made after receiving a manuscript rejected. See, first one, a rejection letter received. There are two opportunities. There are two ways. Somebody, we can take help of supervisor to make it more suitable to the publication. No, always supervisor is the sole authority of your manuscript, not you. Supervisor means corresponding author. Sometimes supervisor may not be corresponding author, but the sole responsibility of the corresponding author. Okay, see over here, just options I have given over here. If the manuscript is rejected, then two possibilities. One is we can't do anything. We can't do anything means no chance of publication success. Always negative minded. Always negative minded. That is the one possibility. Second possibility, determine type of rejection. See, you have given beautiful answer and correct answers. Determine type of rejection. Again, two possibilities are there. First one, conditional rejection. Find out what kind of rejection is there. First one is a conditional rejection. Again, two choices are there. Whatever conditions have we put by the reviewer and this one, editor, sometimes it is not possible, no chance of publication. However, incorporate relevant editorial and reviewer comments. Means whatever comments suggested by the editor as well as the reviewer, accordingly you have to work on that and submit well prepared response letter and revised manuscript to the same journal. To the same journal or to the different journal also, then accordingly you have to modify it. But see, better than reasonable chance of publication success if you are right. The other way, see, either conditional rejection or outright rejection. Two possibilities. In conditional rejection, you can submit to the same journal. But outright rejection, again, identify reason for rejection. Okay, critical analysis. See, not suitable for the journal. Okay, see, if not suitable, then another, we have lost one choice. But there is another choice. Incorporate relevant changes suggested by the reviewer or editor. Then see over here, submit to more appropriate journal. And again, you may have a chance of publication. Okay, this is the one choice. Another choice, fatal flaw, inappropriate to pursue publication, no chance of publication. हे दोन चॉईस आहेत आपल्याकडे. एक ओव्हरऑल निगेटिव्ह बट समथिंग पॉझिटिव्ह, अगेन टू द सेम जर्नल or to the appropriate journal. You can have these kinds of choices are there. Okay, accordingly you can work out. Yeah, there is a one question. We can recheck it and rewrite it thorough another perspectives by handling title. Also, we can avoid previous mistakes. That is what exactly the area of that particular journal. Okay. See, accordingly, yes, you can do like this way also. Okay. See, now our choice is open and accordingly we can manage it. Now we have taken care of all this, and after modifications, corrections and all, Now again, our manuscript is ready for submission. Our manuscript is ready for submission to the same journal or to the different journal, whatever it may be. Again, there are two possibilities. One is the rejection. Another one is acceptance, means some positive comments. Editorial comments, suggestions, reviewer comments, positive, if positive. If positive comments with minor and major revisions. Sometimes major revision, sometimes minor revision. Okay, out of three reviewers, two reviewers may have suggested major revision and one reviewer has suggested you minor revision. Okay, what kind of questions, what kind of queries they can raise, and all the reviewers approximately or near to expert in the field, in the area, whatever your area you have chosen for publication of review article. I think with this, we will stop over here, because the next will be, we will discuss in details tomorrow. If positive with minor and major revision, what we have to do next. And for today, we will have any queries, doubts, I can take over here. Yeah.
Yes, participants, if you have any doubt, you can ask now.
Yeah, you can ask. Yeah, participants have started writing. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Oh, okay. Yeah, do you understand? Or if you have any queries or suggestions? Yeah, this is a somewhat a different lecture. See, my dear participants, students, this is a totally different lecture. You will not see, you will not observe anywhere, even the online. Something about self-plagiarism. Yeah, could you please explain something about self-plagiarism? See, if some work we have published in the last year, suppose last year, some concept we have published, and we have incorporated that concept in our manuscript, new manuscript, even though that work is our work, but it is already published, it is already disclosed. Then we should give reference, even though that work is ours one, our reference. Yes, recently we have published, or recently we have communicated, we have published, sorry, recently we have worked on so and so system, and you can give reference. Okay, if we have forgotten, not forgotten, purposefully, or forgotten, and then it goes to the journal. Journal will find first similarity index. Nowadays, most of the journals, they have started first checking similarity index, that is a plagiarism software. And as per the authenticate report, they are sending directly to us. These things are similar. Okay, see, and if we have missed putting our reference, then it will be different, different for us. Okay, that's why don't forget about the citations, even though your work that comes under the self plagiarism. Yes, Arti. Yeah, is there any other question? Do you understand? Because I'm going to stop now, because just 5 minutes left.
Yes,
And
participants, you have, if any question, you can ask. Otherwise, we will conclude the session.
Yes.
ठीक आहे सर, आपण कन्क्लुजन कडे जाऊ.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon to everyone present. On the behalf of organizing committee, I feel honored and privileged to propose the vote of thanks for today's insightful session. First and foremost, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to Professor Dr. Bapurao Shingate sir for delivering such an informative and enlightening lecture on plagiarism and manuscript writing. Your guidance, deep knowledge, practical insights have truly enriched us and will undoubtedly help us in our academic and research pursuits. I would also like to express my sincere thanks to our course coordinator, Dr. T.V. Pawar sir, for his constant support, coordination, and encouragement in making this session possible. Finally, my special thanks to our respected principal, Dr. B.S. Jagdale sir, for his continuous motivation, visionary leadership, and for providing us with platform to organize such academic activities. Thank you all for your attention and participation. Once again, thank you, sir.
Okay, we can leave.
Okay, sir.